Good morning, everyone. Today, I am here to discuss OSI model with you. So, first of all, what is OSI model? OSI is Open System Interconnection. OSI stands for Open System Interconnection. It is a model which is developed by Standard Organization, that is ISO, International Organization of Standardization, in 1984. Basically, it is a layered architecture. It consists of 7 layers. And each layer has to perform different functions, specific functions. So we have to discuss these 7 layers. So what are these 7 layers? OSI model works for both sender as well as for receiver. So it has 7 layers. First, that is application layer. This is a case for sender, means transmitter. The next is presentation layer. Next, session layer. Next, transport layer. Next, network layer. Next is data link layer. And last one is physical layer. These are the 7 layers in OSI model. So in case of sender, the flow of data is from application to presentation, then presentation to session, session to transport, transport to network, network to data link, and then data link to physical. And each layer has to perform different functions. Same case for receiver. Same layers are used in the same order, like application, presentation, session, transport, network, data link, and physical. But in case of receiver, the flow of data is from physical to data link to network, network to transport, transport to session, session to presentation, and then presentation to application. So now, what are their functions? First is, in case of sending, transmitting data, the first layer is application layer. These top 3 layers, known as upper layers, these are known as software layers. And lower 3 layers, physical, data link, and network, these 3 layers are called hardware layers. And the middle one, that is transport layer, it is known as heart of OSI model. Now, the first application, presentation and session. These three layers are known as software layers because these are based on the applications, software applications of the networks. Application layer, this deals with application related issues. In this is also known as desktop layer. This application layer is also known as desktop layer. It is implemented by network applications. In this, different applications, different protocols are used for particular applications, which provides applications to the end users, which provide services to end users. And then the data in the application layer is in the form of message. Then when this data is passed to presentation layer, in this layer, the function of presentation layer is that the data that is passed by application layer is extracted as per required format to transfer over the network. Means presentation layer translates the data from application layer into required format. So this layer is also known as translation layer. In this, data is encrypted, means it is in the form of coding, encrypted. Then the data that is passed from presentation layer to session layer. Session layer means it has to establish the session and maintain the session, control its authenticity, verification, and then process the data. Means session layer is responsible for network session establishment for the proper transmission of data. Then transport layer. Transport layer is basically used for end-to-end delivery of complete message. End-to-end delivery of complete message means it is responsible to deliver the complete message to the receiver. In this layer, we are using two protocols mainly, that is TCP and UDP. What is TCP and what is UDP? TCP is Transmission Control Protocol. That is a reliable protocol. Reliable means that we can trust on this. Means it ensures the complete delivery of message, delivery of data to the receiver. It also ensures about the acknowledgement of the message delivered to the receiver. It will check whether the message is delivered or not. If there is any error in the message, that message will not received by the receiver, then it retransmits the message. UDP, User Datagram Protocol. User Datagram Protocol is unreliable protocol, means it doesn't ensure you about the proper complete delivery of message. It doesn't verify through acknowledgements. And in transport, your message is divided into segments. This transport layer, this message is divided into segments. And then these segments are further passed to network layer. Network layer. What is this network layer? In network layer, these segments are converted into packets. These segments are known as packets. Means now the data is processed in the form of packets. This network layer is mainly used for providing routes to the packets. Means it is used for routing. Routing is the best efficient path for the packets to travel. So it provides proper routing to the packets so that it can reach the destination. Then data link layer. Now the data in the data link layer is in the form of frames. The data is divided into frames. In case of network layer, the MAC address is added with data, and in case of data link layer, IP address is also added with the data. And then this data is addresses of source as well as destination has to be added with data so that the data can be reached to its destination. After that, the data from data link layer is passed to physical layer. Physical layer. Physical layer means it provides physical medium. It provides physical medium to the data to transfer over the network. That physical medium can be a cable. This is the physical medium. It can be any cable or medium through which the data is passed. Physical layer of this sender, the data is passed through this physical medium to the physical layer of the receiver. And in this, the same process is repeated for the receiver section. The data from the physical layer, that is in physical layer, data is in the form of bits, that is in the form of 0 and 1. So then these bits are passed to data link layer where the data is in the form of frames. Then this is passed to network layers where the data is in the form of packets. Then in transport layer, that is in the form of segments. Means the same process which we have done, which we have completed in case of sender transmitting the data, same is repeated for receiving the data. From segments then to session layer, proper session will be maintained. Then presentation means required format is also necessary to present the data. Then application means for which application we are using that. So this is the basic about OSI model. Thank you.